Push back. Give me a hand.
There you go.
Man, look at it. Oh, you have good hair.
Thank you.
Down.
You got it.
Great hair, man.
Welcome to California.
Yeah, but if you become president and you don't like somebody, or if somebody's beating you by 10, 15, or 20 points like we're doing with crooked Joe Biden, let's indict the mother. Let's indict. Does anybody think he's going to make it to the starting gate? I mean, the guy can't find his way off of a stage. Look, here's a stage. Here's a stage. I've never seen this stupid stage before, right? I've never seen it. But if I walk left, there's a stair. And if I walk right, there's a stair. And this guy gets up. Where am I? Where the hell am I? Where am I? Nah, he's terrible. Terrible.
All right, guys, so we got to talk about Trump campaigning out in California because, yes, there are Republicans out in California. There are a lot of Trump supporters out in California, even though California is a failed state led by Gavin Newsom. Trump was out there, and he had smoke for everybody. He did not hold back.
Gavin Newsom and the far-left communists in Sacramento. He did a great job as mayor of San Francisco, didn't he? But the far-left communists in Sacramento, San Francisco, and L.A., cities which are absolutely being destroyed rapidly on a daily basis, have given you sanctuary cities, wide-open borders, mass homeless encampments, out-of-control taxes, soaring income, inequality like nobody's ever seen before, Marxist district attorneys, woke tech tyrants, they are woke, rolling blackouts, child sexual mutilation, and roving bands of looters, criminals, and thugs. But other than that, I think they're doing quite a good job. Those things are all true. What a mess. How the hell do people vote for these people? Stand up to crazy Nancy Pelosi, who ruined San Francisco. How's her husband doing, by the way? Anybody know? And she's against building a wall at our border, even though she has a wall around her house, which obviously didn't do a very good job. But then you have Kamala Harris. She's great. Gavin Newsom, who's a really... I watched him the other night with Sean Hannity trying to say that California is wonderful. It's not wonderful. We all know it. It was wonderful. It could be wonderful again, but right now it's really a mess. Maxine Waters, very nice woman, very, very nice. How come she can say things so violently? You will go in and attack them in a restaurant. You'll do this, that. Nothing happens. If I say peacefully and patriotically, oh, there's an insurrection going on here. Maxine Waters, if I ever spoke like her, it would be the electric chair times 15 for me. The man who fell in love with a Chinese spy that they wouldn't take off their top committee, most important committee, Eric Swalwell. What a loser. And then you have, of course, my favorite, Shifty Adam Schiff, Pencil Neck. He's known for one thing, the world's smallest neck. You ever see? I call him Pencil Neck. If you touched him, his neck would break. And we will defeat their corrupt California political machine. No, Shifty Schiff is really, he is a sick person, that guy. Looks like he won't be your next senator anymore because he'll have somebody else put in, and then he won't be able to run. Purgatory. Ah, that's too bad. I don't know that he would have won anyway, but now he probably won't be able to run, and he won't run against certain people because he wants to be politically correct, except when it comes to doing numbers on Republicans and keeping it going and hurting our country. But it would look to me like he won't be there, but he's a disaster, that guy. They're all disaster. Crazy Nancy is a total disaster. She's nuts. Remember her with the beauty parlor, walking through the beauty parlor? Nobody else is to have their hair done. Then you have her. I don't know what happened to the owner of the beauty. You know, she's a big MAGA person. How about that? Think Nancy was thrilled when she learned that the owner of that beauty parlor, where they taped her walking through with the hair and the whole thing, everyone else is like home, using suds on their hair like I do. But I'm the only candidate who will do what it takes to get this job done.
Wait, I gotta tell you guys, Trump should have been a comedian, okay? He really should have been a comedian, okay? His jokes are amazing, right? That joke about Adam Schiff having a pencil neck had me dying, bro. Pencil neck Schiff. I can't, bro. See, again, this is why, oh man, I understand from a political strategy perspective why Trump is not participating in the debates, but man, oh man, I want to see him roast Chris Christie so bad. I want to see Trump roast Chris Christie so bad. You don't understand, bro. You really do not understand how bad I want to see Trump absolutely destroy Chris Christie. Because nobody can roast like Trump, right? No other politician has ever been able to roast the way Trump roasts, okay? Trump can roast for just hours on end, so it seemed, okay? But he's right. I mean, his roasts aren't just him, you know, taking shots at people in regards to, you know, how they look or whatever. But it's also the fact that, again, California is a failed state, okay? And I do feel bad for the Republicans out in California, because they didn't vote for this. However, they have to suffer through the communist regime of Gavin Newsom and the Democrats that are running that state. It really is a damn shame, okay? And we can't forget about California, right? California is a state that still needs to be saved, okay? It's a failed state, but it's a state that needs to be saved. I have hope that California can be saved. Now, while Trump is out on the campaign trail looking strong and healthy, the Biden administration apparently is going out of their way to try to make it so Biden doesn't trip anymore, right? So Biden doesn't make any of the mistakes that people like Trump roast him for. Because again, as you saw there, Trump was roasting Biden, right? And he pretended to get lost on stage like Joe Biden happens to do, right? All the time. It's actually hilarious stuff. Again, so the White House is concerned about this. In fact, they're trying to make sure that he doesn't trip and fall anymore and embarrass himself. Let's actually read about this, because this is reported by Axios, and the White House is melting down over this report from Axios. President Biden and his campaign are working on a critical project for his reelection bid. Make sure he doesn't trip, as voters express deep concerns about the 80-year-old president's age and fitness for office. Biden's team is taking extra steps to prevent him from stumbling in public, as he did in June when he tripped over a sandbag at the Air Force Academy. With a physical therapist, Biden has been doing exercises to improve his balance as far as November 2021. Okay, that hasn't been working, right? But again, this is what we have. We have a president that needs a physical therapist because he's too old to walk straight. Again, this is embarrassing. Since his stumble in June, he has been wearing tennis shoes more often to avoid slipping and using the short stairs on Air Force One, entering the plane on a lower deck than before. Again, so this guy, he's using handicap amenities, right? Again, it's a shame and it's embarrassment. Democrats including some in the administration, are terrified that Biden will have a bad fall, with a nightmare scenario of it happening in the weeks before the 2024 election. Yeah, so I told you guys about this, right? I said that one of the reasons why I think that Biden is not going to be the nominee for Democrats is because if Biden has one Mitch McConnell moment on the campaign trail, especially if it's at some type of national event and it's being televised nationally, like, for example, a debate, it's over for him, right? It's over for Biden. Like, there's no way he won't win, right? I mean, again, assuming everything is fair and square, that is, which is a big assumption. But if you assume everything is fair and square, he cannot win if he has a Mitch McConnell type moment on the campaign trail. And apparently, behind closed doors, Democrats are scared to death of that. They're so scared to death that, again, they are essentially giving him handicap amenities to make sure he doesn't look like a fool. Pretty embarrassing stuff. Some senior Democrats probably have been frustrated with Biden's advance team for months, citing the sandbag incident and noting that the president often appears not to know which direction to go after he speaks at a podium. Often without context, Republicans have used video clips of Biden looking confused about where to go after speeches to raise further questions about his age. Well, I mean, what other context do we need? Okay, he gives a speech, he stops, and then he clearly doesn't know what to do, right? He clearly is confused, and it happens all the time. Biden's balance difficulties are likely the result of what his physician has diagnosed as, quote, a combination of significant spinal arthritis and mild post-fracture foot arthritis. Biden works out many mornings with physical therapist Drew Contreras, who has also worked with former President Obama. Biden's doctor has recommended exercises for balance, which he called proprioceptive maintenance maneuvers. What the maneuvers entail is unclear. Well, I mean, it's clear they're not working, right? They're clearly not working. So anyways, again, this is as polls, again, are showing that, you know, the people think that Biden's too old, right? And the reason why they think that is because it's obvious that the guy is, you know, he's not there, right? He's basically an empty suit, okay? And Trump roasted him on the campaign trail out in California at the GOP convention there. It's just absolutely hilarious because Trump was 100% right, okay? And this is going to be the major difference between Trump and Biden come the election, is that Trump clearly is physically and mentally in better shape of being president. It's extremely clear. So, hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.